Hello and welcome to a special episode of the Terror Express. Today we have Rick Serra, actor and campaign promoter and all-around horror fan of the horror genre. And with him we have our guest host Vanessa Ionta-Wright, who is with him in person as they are in Georgia together. Hello to the both of you.
Touch.
Yeah. Rick, so tell us what have you got going on, and what have you done in the past? What's your big bragging right so far?
Well, right now I'm sweating like crazy here in Georgia. It's so hot here. But well, I guess the biggest thing I've done so far was 13 Fanboy.
13 Fanboy, and tell us a little bit about that. That was in New Mexico. I believe this is where the two of you met in person for the first time. What was that like?
That's where all three of us met
all of
for
us
the
met
first time.
Yeah, 'cause if it wasn't for that film, I wouldn't be here right now.
Yeah, make some
And
great
if it
connections
was,
on
it'd
that
be
one.
really creepy.
That would be really creepy. So what was that like for you filming on 13 Fanboy? What was that experience?
Jeez, it was a lot of fun. It was also a lot of work. I learned a lot on that film. Just the process of setting everything up and how the insides work and all that stuff. It was very interesting. When I was a kid thinking about working in film, never imagined just how much work goes into a film. There's a lot of
you got to, when you were on set, you were cast as one of Tracy Savage's students. I believe your character name was Dale. What was it like working with Tracy?
Tracy was very nice. She's a very, very sweet woman. Very funny too.
Yeah.
Very intelligent woman.
Yeah, and she still looks really good in blue.
She looks amazing.
It's her signature color.
It is her signature color. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Then you also worked in another film recently called The Chills Part 2.
Yes.
And what was that? Tell us a little bit about that one.
That was a lot of fun. Me and Vanessa went down there, and where'd you work? What was your?
I was in the art department, which I generally don't ever get to do. So that was so much fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun working down there. Brooke, what is it? Hebert?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was the writer director of it. She was super nice, and her team was awesome.
Yeah,
what was a solid crew.
It was a very solid crew.
Very well put together. What was Brooke's procedure like as far as directing you? What from beginning of the day to end of the shoot? What was her procedure?
I don't know how to.
Well, she wasn't directing me, so I don't know either.
I'll reword it for you, and I'll edit it so that it flows. What was it like being directed by Brooke Hebert?
Again, it was fun. She was really nice, really sweet. Making sure that I was comfortable, and asking me if I'm all right, and she was just very sweet.
That's awesome.
No, it's kind of relaxed, laid back.
Relaxed. Like she pretty much left it up to me. Yeah.
But I mean,
relaxed director, nice.
Well, I mean, I say that in that she makes everybody feel relaxed. Her sets are calm; they're not chaotic.
Yeah, that's important. That's awesome to hear.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's working their butts off, but it
doesn't
feel like work.
Yeah, it felt like working with your friends from childhood.
Now, is The Chills Part 2, is that out now in the conventions? Is it available for fans to watch?
It's still hitting festivals, I think.
It's still going through festivals, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Is it a slasher film? I haven't seen it myself, so.
In a way. I guess in a way, yeah.
It's got some cool elements. I will say this about Brooke, and I feel like we've discussed this, like she's got such a really cool style, and I think she really wanted to hit this kind of 80s aesthetic, kind of matching with the original, because it's part 2. So yeah, it's silent. I mean, there's no dialogue
Yeah.
in the film.
Oh.
So it's a really cool piece what she did.
Now, I did see the original Chills, Vanessa, at the Renegade Film Festival year before
Mhm.
last. So that I did get to see the original. So I am looking forward to seeing its follow up.
And I know you weren't able to make it to the fest, but part 2 screened.
Was at Yep.
Yeah, Brooke was there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna feel terrible. Was it Amanda?
Amanda.
was there. It was the actress that played opposite Rick, right?
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah.
Forgive me if I'm making mistakes. There's a lot of people and I get confused. But
Lots
I'm
of
old.
people. It's one big
so
happy family.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
got to do a nice little Q&A, and I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
it was a lot of fun. The food was amazing too.
Yeah, on
And
set
they-
food. So we have to see who catered this.
Okay, yes, let's talk about the food.
I'm all about
I've
food.
never been on a film set with this. So it was her, was it her in-laws or her?
I think
It was family. I'm
Yeah,
just
it
going
was
to say that.
family,
Her
yeah.
family catered, and it was
It was amazing.
Louisiana at its best. There was
Mhm.
crawfish pie. We had
Yes, it was really good.
red beans and rice, gumbo.
Gumbo, that was really good. It was all good.
I mean, I really needed to take a nap after, but I was like, I'm getting a second helping. It was so good.
Yeah.
What's your favorite genre? Not genre. I'm sorry. What's your favorite subgenre of the horror French of the horror world?
That's a good question. I like so much. There's so many. I don't think I just have a one favorite.
Name 3.
Ooh, that look. Supernatural. I've watched quite a
I-
few movies that I know you like supernatural films.
I like Supernatural. I like a good psychological
Mhm.
mind fuck.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you like you sure you want me to come on sometimes and guest host?
Oh no, absolutely.
oh,
The chemistry is amazing.
I'm silly. You like slashers, yes?
Yeah, I'd probably slasher. That's probably my favorite.
Yeah.
Can't go
Yeah.
wrong with a good slasher.
Talking about slashers, going back to 13 Fanboy, when you were at the theater and you saw your face and you heard your voice on the big screen, what was your initial reaction and your thought?
Weird. It was very weird. As the first thought was just like, wow, that's me right there. It's weird. It was
Yeah.
cool, don't get me wrong. It was awesome, but it was weird.
Kind of a follow-up question to that too, because it's also had a blue release in Germany, and I know you've recently seen
That
the
was
part.
hilarious.
How did you like hearing your voice in German that wasn't your voice?
I thought it was the best thing in the world.
I
Do you
second
have
that.
anything else planned coming up? Any other movies that you're working on? Any projects that you're helping with? Anything you're promoting other than Terror Express, which I thank you for?
Well, there's Terror Express. I am backing this woman up on everything she does.
Thank you.
So
Yes, I am too. Vanessa's. How was it put, Vanessa? You're gold, or at least shiny brass.
I said
Is that
I'm
what the
shiny
conversation
brass.
was? You're shiny brass. But
I
you
mean,
seem to
gold
collect a lot
is-
of sunlight. No, you're
Yeah.
gold. You're gold. I think we're definitely bypassed the brass. But all right,
I'm
Rick.
fool's gold.
Fool's gold. No. Rick, have you ever had any supernatural encounters that were really terrifying that you can share with us?
yeah, in the very house that you're sitting in.
Yes. Yeah. Let's indulge.
Yeah, so I don't know what it is about that house, but I wake up every night around the same time, between 3:10, 3:20. I don't know what it is. So one night I woke up and there was a shadow in the hallway because I sleep with the doors open and I can see in the hallway. There's a shadow standing in the doorway, and I sat up, turned my phone on the light, and kind of went away. Well, I fell back to sleep. And I don't even know what time it was, but you know, when you're sitting on the couch or laying in bed, and if somebody sits on the couch or sits on your bed, you can feel the compression
Yes.
I felt that, and that's what woke me up. And there was this figure like on his hands and knees on the end of my bed.
Hmm.
And yeah, I threw myself against my wall, like pressed against my skateboards, and like inched my way around the edge of the room and out the door.
Now, didn't you say, and I believe when you told me about this happening, didn't you say he was like face to face with you, like he was just staring at you like this, like he's studying you?
Staring, yes.
Yeah, no, that's
couple-
creepy. And that's going to be the room that'll be my office for these
That is now
podcasts.
going to be your office. You can have
Welcome to Terror Express with Jason Bradford and guest host Larry the Ghost.
it. Yeah. That was some scary shit.
Spooky.
Some
I
scary
know.
shit.
I want to come up and investigate the house.
You should totally come over here. Well, I thank you both so much for being here and joining us on the Terror Express today. Talk to both of you later.
All
Sounds
right.
good.
You have a good
All
one.
right. Have a good one. High five. Where's my camera? Oh, I moved. High five.
And 5.
Have a good night.